everybody, and welcome to our special lunchtime LinkedIn Live. And I'm delighted to be with Michelle, who is the CEO of the County Tipperary Chamber. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you very much, Samantha, for having me on the show. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, we're delighted to hear from you as well, because I know that you have a big event coming up. We're going to talk about that, but also for anyone who is watching, if you have a comment or a question for Michelle, please do put it in the chat or the comment section. We are live on LinkedIn and YouTube at the moment. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Well, I suppose I'm the CEO of County Tipperary Chamber, a very proud Tipperary woman. And I've been involved with the Chamber now for coming up to 6 years already. Time has moved so fast, I suppose. And as part of the Chamber, we have our own skill net, which we're very proud of, which offers a great support to businesses. And just in the last 2 years, we launched our Love Tipperary card as well, which is something I'm very, very passionate about. It's the first time that we've had, I suppose, our own locked in card, which can only be used in Tipperary. And the beauty of it is our card is a 0% commission. So we've over about 350 retailers and businesses accepting the card at the moment. Doesn't cost them anything to accept the card, but what the beauty of it is that all that money that is generated within Tipperary is locked into the local economy. Some of my other chambers have been doing it for a number of years, and it's been very successful. But I think for us, last year being our first year, and like in the month of December, I think in the first 2 weeks of it or whatever, we had sales of over 250,000 euros, and we're now able to say that that money is going to stay in Tipperary. We hope to grow the programme, and we've had all the large employers getting involved in it. So I suppose that's kind of one of my big passions as well, but supporting the local economy. And the beauty with that card as well, Samantha, is that we're the only card that actually cannot be used online. So you have to go into the shop and face the customer and spend your card. So yeah.
Okay, so you're getting footfall into the shops and stuff like that. That's great. And I will actually be getting a blow dry in one of the hairdressers in Nina. I always, when I'm in Nina, I do a bit of shopping. So I'd like to support local as much as possible as well. So so tell us a little bit about hey, by the way, can I just say to people watching that you are the first female CEO of the County Tipperary Chamber in 100 years. Is that correct?
It is, yeah, it is. Again, something I'm kind of proud of, and it's something I probably don't really like to talk about a lot. But yeah, the chamber, which I'm involved in, which is very lucky, it's over 100 years old. We celebrated our 100 years just gone. But it's important to know it started out in Clonmel as the Clonmel Chamber of Commerce, and as the chamber model has changed over the years, we're now all becoming county chambers. And when I was recruited, and I was doing my research and stuff like that for our presidents and everything like that in the history book. Yeah, so the first female CEO within history. So look, it is great. It's great proud as well, and I know we're coming up to celebrating International Women's Day as well. So something I'm quietly proud of.
Well done. Well, it's inspiring for any young women as well to see that, especially locally. So tell us a little bit about what's in store on International Women's Day.
Yeah, it's a big event for us every year, and I know yourself, Samantha, is going to be joining us as well. So, we celebrate International Women's Day every year. We're very lucky because it's something that our members always get behind in terms of events. We run about 100 events throughout the year, so it's always very difficult for employers to release staff or for people to just come along and enjoy the day. So we're delighted this year that we're actually growing the International Day event. So this year, because it's in Tipperary, we move it around the county, and we're delighted to say on Friday we will be in the Abbey Court Hotel in Nina, but not just in the hotel. They have a beautiful teepees area. Hopefully the weather will be nice, and we've got a great panel of speakers lined up, and the team then this year is Give to Gain. So definitely something I'm looking forward to this year.
I can't wait because I actually love the Abbey Court Hotel. I find it, anytime I'm down there, I stay there, and it's a beautiful hotel, folks. If you've never stayed there, the staff are fabulous. So who are the speakers? Tell us a little bit about that. And who's the MC?
So Trezanne is going to be our MC, again from Waterford, I think she is, and again a very inspirational woman in leadership, and is her own MD as well. So she's going to be, I suppose, the chief MC on the day, and then we have a really, really inspiring panel of guest speakers. One of them, as I said, being yourself, that's going to speak to us. Some of our member companies. So we have Aileen Delaney, who's from SYS, is going to be on the panel. And for those of you that are not maybe aware of Aileen, she again very passionate about finance and advocate for women within that industry as well. And SYS, then their main business or their HQ is based in Nina as well. So again, great to bring in somebody that is local, that is going to be there as well with us. We have Gabby, then again, who is a member of the chamber, a new member of the chamber, and has a German national, and has been here for a number of years, and has set up, I suppose, within the local network women's business here in Tipperary, and has expanded into Tipperary, I suppose, into the chamber network. And she's really looking forward to it, I think, because also she has a background in comedy, so which will give us a bit of humour as well into it. And one of our other panel speakers then is Margaret Vallette. Margaret has been involved with the chamber for a number of years. Margaret is very lucky because she sits on my board. She's a board director of the chamber, among many other things she does. She's an entrepreneur, a coach, and is one of the founding managing directors of Quigley's, which is the bakery, well known throughout Ireland, but more importantly in Tipperary and Nina. So those are some of the speakers that we've lined up for the day.
Brilliant. And do you know, it's always a great way. I know you're sold out, by the way. Everyone, they're sold,
Yes.
sold out. But you have got other events coming up. But I know that it's a great opportunity, folks, if you haven't been out networking lately, you know, definitely these events, especially the chamber events, they're always a great opportunity to network. So I know you have other events coming up. So what's the one meet and mingle that's coming up?
Yeah, and look, as you said, look, the International Women's Day has sold out, which we are delighted to. And, you know, look, hopefully when we put it on next year, we'll have a bigger venue as such. But as you said, look, as part of a chamber, one of the things we do is we run lots of events. We run about 100 of them, as I said, throughout the year. So on the 26th of March, we do what's called a meet and mingle. So again, it's an opportunity for our existing members to come in and meet with new members, and anyone that's interested in finding out, well, what is the chamber? What's in it for me? What can they do? It's a very relaxed environment. We're very lucky. We have an office in Thurles, in the Thurles Chamber office. So it's in the centre of Tipperary. It's on at 6:30 to 7:30. It's free of charge. And we bring in a number of different speakers. And this one, I'm delighted to say that we'll have our local economist, John Daly, who's going to come in, give us his views on the economy and maybe what's coming down the line or what's not coming down the line.
It'll be interesting this month.
It certainly will. So yeah, definitely to see what's on the horizon. But we also like to give, I suppose, you know, the SMEs the opportunity to be able to introduce their business and say, hi, this is me and this is what I do. And as I said, have a cup of tea and a chat. So anyone that is listening today, we've tried to put it on at the right time. So it's on at 6:30 to 7:30. We have a number of them throughout the year. If you want to attend, the booking details are on our website, and we'd love to see you come along and join us on the evening.
Brilliant. Okay. And then you have the annual jobs fair.
Yes, indeed. So I suppose, look, as a chamber organisation, Samantha, like one of our big issues with our member companies is staff and retention of staff, and making sure that they get the right people. And I suppose, look, costs, as we already kind of spoke about, is very difficult for member companies at the moment. So as a chamber, what we do is we partner with the local social welfare and the department as well every year to bring our jobs fair. So if you are recruiting at the moment, get in touch with us. We do have a number of different stands that are available on the day. It'll happen in the Dome in Thurles. Last year, we were inundated with people coming in. We had over 1,000 people come through the doors within 2 hours. And I think we had thousands of jobs. I can't remember off the top of my head at the moment, but, you know, there's jobs that might be, from entry level all the way up to executive level. And we have a huge amount of our members that are within the county that are recruiting. And likewise as well, it's also a great opportunity as well for the stall holders to be able to network and have a chat and stuff like that as well. It's a huge it's a great day. I mean, we run it for about 2.5 hours, but it goes at about 900 miles an hour. So make sure you wear your runners, bring your CV, and speak to as many people as you can on that day.
Actually, I find sometimes that it's great networking even with the other stands as well.
Yeah.
So, it's a great day. So if anyone wants to book a stand or get involved, if it's go to the website www.countytiperarychamber.com. And actually, Gabby is listening and she's watching, and she says the chamber's doing fantastic work. I'm so glad I joined. Anyone watching and not sure if they should become a member, I can only recommend it. And you have awards as well. Do you?
We do.
One of
We
the
do. Yeah, so we've just finished last year's awards. We normally run them in around October, November time. Last year, just gone, we actually had them in the Abbey Court Hotel, and they were probably a milestone for us. We were oversubscribed. We had about 14 categories. We had about 380 people attend the event because that was the capacity of the room. Again, what happened was, I suppose, it was more special. We had the Taoiseach, Micheál Martin, join us on the evening of the awards. We also had the Lee McCarthy Cup there as well on display. We're very proud of winning the All-Ireland in Tipperary. But this year, yeah, not to get the punch in, but it was great to see Micheál Martin pick up the Liam McCarthy at the Business Awards and talk about them, But this year they're going to be held in the south of the county. We haven't confirmed a location yet, but the applications will be opened up very soon. And I think it's very important to know that you don't need to be a member of the Chamber to apply for our awards in Tipperary. They are free of charge to apply. And we've tried to kind of scale it back over the years because, a lot of people don't like filling out how good they are or putting themselves forward. And that's quite difficult. Even myself, I know when it comes to Chamber Ireland awards, we're always very modest as Irish people. But I would certainly ask businesses to engage with the Business Awards. Fill out the application and put yourself down. What the awards means to people is absolutely so inspiring. Just last week, Samantha, believe it or not, we had a company, Knocknarawley, that are based in Tipperary town, who won the Diversity Inclusion Award. They're a not-for-profit organisation, and our awards were sponsored by Carey's Glass, but the Diversity and Inclusion Award was sponsored by MSD. So the guys in Knocknarawley won the award because they introduced a schools initiative, a lunch program in Skullcormac in Cashel, which is for children with intellectual disabilities. And they won the award and they were so over the moon about it. So they asked me last week, and this is just mad actually how this has just actually come up now, but they asked me last week, would I go? They wanted to show the students the award that they had won. And I actually came out of Skullcormac and I rang the lads back in the office and I just actually said to them, I've actually never said so inspired. I said they were emotional. They get the school lunches. They allow the students to record the information, to clean the kitchen, give out the school lunches, and the life skills that it's giving them is unbelievable. The students themselves were holding the award and the proudness of it was so moving, I think it was, because sometimes we think of the big companies winning it and, we love to see them winning it as well. But when you see something like that and that you've impacted it, I just thought it was so moving, actually. I actually said, you know what, I'm delighted actually I was involved in that and what it actually means to them to win the award. So something like that. But I've also gone into a lot of stores around Tipperary and they wear it as a badge of honour. There's nothing more prouder than to be able to say that you're the best at it in your county, and we always bring in an independent panel of judges as well within the expert areas. But also it's a great night as well in terms of the actual event itself. I think we're very lucky over the last 6 years, and I have an incredible team that work with me. Our problem now is we've run out of capacity here in Tipperary. We need a convention centre built here, because if we could have 1,000 people sitting at it, and I know my colleagues in Cork and Dublin have that because they've reached that capacity, but that's kind of where we're at in Tipperary now, and that's what we're at. We need a convention centre here.
I think we need a bigger boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, okay, well, for anyone who is watching and is thinking of joining the County Tipperary Chamber, do get in touch. The website is there underneath if you want to go to www.countytiperarychamber.com. And if you're going to be at International Women's Day on Friday, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. We're going to have a great day. Just come along, you know. We'll leave our egos at the door, and we're going to be inspired, and we're going to learn from each other, and we're going to network like hell. And Michelle, I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well, and meeting you, because we haven't met yet. And yeah, anything you want to add before we wrap up?
No, look, and again, just to say thanks very much to yourself, Samantha. I know, because you're being involved with us with the Chamber, you're giving your time in terms of the International Women's Day, and I know the theme is about give to gain, and you're giving something for me, and that's going to allow me to gain, or hopefully the Chamber to gain, in terms of its membership and its recognition. So it is hugely important, and I know we were talking earlier, it's about working together so that we can all achieve better things. So again, brilliant work, well done.
And you have a lovely comment from Sarah. Bravo, Michelle. Sounds like you're doing great work in Tip. Yeah, I agree. Well done. Exactly. And the team, I know the team are great, Trish and everyone in the background. So we'll see you there. Best of luck with the organisation. And everybody have a great rest of your week, and happy International Women's Day.